Hello everyone, FPS Chazza here, welcome back. Sorry for the late video today, but yeah, I drank that day on Saturday and I've been freaking exhausted ever since, and it didn't help that on like Tuesday morning I woke up at like 5 in the morning for whatever reason, couldn't get back to sleep, so lost like an hour and a half of sleep there too, so it's been a sleepy week, and then I got like a really crazy intense analysis I gotta finish up before the week's out, so it's been busy. But here we go. I still plan to try and publish this before. It's 8:16 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now, past midnight, Greenwich Mean Time, Zulu time right now, like 16 Zulu time, 0016. So we are heading up to the drop-off point. It looks like the toad is starting to wash out of this speed, so I'm gonna well, hang on. Plus 12, that gives us 55. So I'm going to slow down to 7 knots for a little bit and see if the toad doesn't sharpen up a bit here.
7 knots, propulsion I.
I want to see if that sharpens up there a bit. Let's try 6 real quick. I want to see if I can see this like sag these American ships, or if my toad's out a good bit. It should be fine. I just wanted to see if I can't pick up like something like Tycon. Okay, so that let me get this frequency sheet. Hey everyone, FPS Chadley here. So while past me is looking for a frequency ship, I'm going to regale you with a sad tale today. So today may be one of the worst days of my life, and I'll tell you why. I'm driving home from work and I'm like, man, I'm hungry. So I go to Panera Bread. I'm like, let me get the You Pick 2 combo. I'll get the Italian combo and the French onion soup. And then bam, out of nowhere, the guy's like, oh, sorry, we don't serve French onion soup anymore. I'm like, wait, like today or forever? He's like, forever. I'm like, oh, you got to be kidding me. Oh, today's like the worst day ever, man. I can't believe that. That French onion soup and Italian combo with a side of bread is so good to dip that bread in. But anyway, past me is coming back, so I'm going to have to leave you. So see you guys later. Whether you're a mother or whether you're a brother, staying alive, staying alive. Okay, I found the sheet. I don't know, I just broke out into Bee Gees there. But I don't think this is a Tycon. I think this is an Oiler. I think I'm seeing 2 Oilers right now. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? Okay, it's a Tycon. I just bumped the mic. It shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. This sheet is so much shorter than Lamy. It's so hard to say. Lamy. Okay, Tycon, we're looking at 60, 160, 395. Same for the VLS. 60, 360... 60, 160, 395. 32315. So this is on 422. So we would expect Tycon. No, not there. If you like click on the thing, it'll put a frequency. So that's not Tycon. Well, I don't see the third frequency for just now, but oh, not 16. And I don't think that's a Tycon. I think that's just another Oiler. I think there are 2 Oilers. I think I should make tracks for these Oilers so I can see what the hell is going on here. Okay, so that one, yeah, so I'm going to say Sierra 6 is the false one here then, because there's the spherical contact down there. So I'm going to drop Sierra 6. And let's see what we have going on down here, Sierra 2 and 3. So tracker assigned to that.
New contact.
No, that's a different one.
6,
wait.
Sierra 7.
Toad cylindrical. Okay. Oh, I just marked him on the toad. Oh. Okay, I didn't have him marked on the spherical. Sierra 3 is down here though. Oiler, TPK. Oiler. 7. 7 turns per knot. So let's up that to really 7. That's like submarine TPK. What do we got? 22 knots. Wow. He's a moving there. Okay, Sierra 3 or Sierra 2 at 22 knots. So now I don't have a waterfall here, so I can't tell if someone's coming or going really that easily, at least. So I don't think he's that far. I'm seeing him pretty good here. No, I'm seeing that guy pretty good. Did I? So I'm not sure if Sierra, which one of these 2 is correct, Sierra 7 or Sierra 4. Hello.
Control acoustics.
Okay,
No
looks like that
contact.
one's correct.
Bearing 039.
Question
Designated
solved.
Sierra
Okay.
8.
Saw someone on Subsim today posted a thread about not knowing how to distinguish different tracks around. I need to get on my butt and start making these advanced tutorials I've been promising for months. Because all I've made is these basic tutorials. I haven't made any kind of advanced tutorials, so this isn't really the ideal place where I should make a separate video, but if you can think of some advanced tutorial ideas that you would like to see, please let me know. Just because I've been playing this game for so long that things that aren't necessarily trivial seem trivial to me just because I've been doing them for so long, so it's hard to think of good advanced tutorials to do. So this guy seems rather close aboard. Sierra 8 and Sierra 4 there. Well, I can see what his TPK is because he's frickin' really close aboard. This is the reciprocal. That's why I thought that was this guy down here, but it's not. This is Sierra 8. And he's also going, oh, he's going 21 knots. Whereas this guy's decidedly going 22. So Sierra 8, I'm just going to merge them. Why not? Sierra 8, Sierra 4. They're pretty close now. That is a pretty reliable intersection. So that's going decidedly 21 knots. Zoom in. I can't zoom with the mouse wheel. What year was this made in? 2001. Looks like he may be coming towards. I can't see where the frickin' center of my ruler is. Duh. Where is it? Duh. I really can't see where the center. Do I just have one mark? Oh, I didn't actually merge them. That would do it. It was just one little frickin' little beacon of hope there. This is kind of hard to work with. This contrast is kind of shite. Alright, well, the problem is I'm going in a straight line, so we're not in a position to get any good, you know, turning to really firm up a solution here. I'm just going to go with the TMA intercept. Yeah. Where's the tail of this? Where's the tail? Tail's up here. Oh, it's so hard to see, especially since I'm colorblind. It just makes this impossible. Let's just go ahead and enter that as a solution. Classify that contact as oil air. And let me go back into that frickin' like a sonar there and double check that because we should be seeing a lot of frequency data on that guy.
Control acoustics. New contact.
Okay, yes, very
Bearing
well. This is oiler.
043. Designated
Zoom
Sierra
back
9.
in. Okay, let's take a different one, another one. Who? Because even on the American narrowband, you can see fainter contacts much more easily. Like this has a very poor signal to noise ratio compared to like the American narrowband, which makes that even harder to get like slight whiffs of faint contacts. Sierra 2 and Sierra 3. Let me merge those guys up. Merge them. This guy's going pretty constant course and speed. Maintain course and speed. Good 22 knots here. Moving parallel. Either towards or away, not sure which. We will go where the intercept takes us. So let's zoom out. Can't see my ruler for shit. Intercept is taking us to right about here. So let's zoom back in. Zoom out. Said 22 knots. So this isn't always the most reliable method of getting an intersection. I'm pretty sure this was the guy that was close to me and then headed away. So using that knowledge, I'm just going to go ahead and put in a solution like that. Say this guy's like an oiler too, but I feel like he would be more going a little, I mean, that's pretty good. It's close enough. Alright, we've come a good way so far. Let's just resume speeding up here. See if these solutions hold to the test of time. Who's this other guy? I don't know. See, he's moving in behind me to my flank, so that solution seems pretty good. Pretty good there. I figured I might as well like get solutions on these guys so I can keep track of what's going on here, so I'm not just like, oh, what is that? What is that? What is that? Kind of thing. Where's my tail? Okay, so that, as you can see there, that top one is kind of chiming in and out. It means our solution is not correct. So we're going to drop off the range a little bit. We're going to do something like that. So before we had him, when you're this close, it looks like a lot on the dot stack, but in terms of like how much it actually changes where a ship is, it really doesn't matter this close. But it will come into effect over greater ranges. But yeah, that's probably pretty good. We can go back down to Master 2 and see what's going on there. I'm not sure if this is the strongest solution here. See, these intersects are only valid if the toad and the spherical are updated at the cylindrical, what have you, are updated at precisely the correct time. Otherwise, it's not a correct intercept, and you're just going to be looking at wonky data. So for the most part, it looks like they update within 2 or 3 seconds of each other, which is fine for the speeds we're talking about. But if it's anything more than that, like upwards of 10 or 20 seconds, then that intercept is not really particularly valid. So it looks like it's actually working its way out to be a little more out here like this. Maybe a little further out. And don't worry if this seems like too far. These are ships that are not meant to be quiet. That is not any kind of design concern to these engineers. Except maybe like OSHA standards and making sure people don't go deaf working inside them. They're not designed to be quiet in any way, shape, or form. OSHA is an American thing. It's the Office of... So it shows how much I know about it. Okay. I see that. Is that my distant contact? My distant oiler? I think it might be. I think it may very well be my distant contact there. So that's what this is then. Yes, very well. Is it? It looks like it. I need like a degree like calculator. That would be nice. 301 to 45 is 105. And then 301 to that is not 105. Okay. So that seems slightly not correct. But okay, an hour out. Very well. So the area seems kind of clear. I mean, 5 minutes is good enough for our purposes. It doesn't take that long to get that thing deployed. Here, hang on a second. Okay, I wanted to like make sure I took off as many of those quick handicaps, but in subcommand there's only one, and that's fire control quick launch. There aren't any other handicaps like that. So his bearing right now, this sonar is telling me, this is true by the way, sonar is telling me 74. Solution is telling me 80. So that's not terribly bad. In terms of like these distances, it really doesn't make a big difference. Just so close in, but at a farther distance, it would make a difference. Did I get the correct speed for this guy? Let me verify that. Master 1. That's close enough to 20 knots to make me want to change it to 20 knots. But if this was a lower signal strength, then it would be doing 21. I'm going to stick with the 21. Because I've seen this before. If your solution keeps like getting inaccurate like this and you think you've nailed down pretty well, your speed's probably off by a 1 knot. I have encountered that before. So let me try 20 knots and see what we get. Okay, that doesn't really change much. So I think it's just a case of being so utterly close that the errors just get really kind of extrapolated. As you can see, he keeps like kind of, my solution keeps kind of like knocking back like that, which is usually an indication that the speed is slightly incorrect, but I mean, it's good enough for our purposes. We know where he is. We're in like a shipping lane right now. I guess going from Halifax to somewhere, the Bay of Fundy. I'm not familiar with my Nova Scotia. The only thing I really know about is that's where Sidney Crosby's from. Okay, let's keep time. Oh, we're getting a little close to the bottom here. It's hard to see the bottom. Let it come up to 40 meters.
Go to depth.
How shallow are we going to be getting here? Wow.
Depth control I.
Really shallow. Holy crap. 23 meters I saw. We're going to be backing out of this. We're not going to be turning around. Well, it's actually deep enough that we don't have to back out. We can turn around to the south and come out that way. No, it's kind of sketchy. It does get pretty... They've managed to put us like in a channel right here, so we might have to back out. That's fine. Yeah, we're going to be getting really shallow. 22 meters is like 70 feet. That's really shallow. We're going to be very close to broaching the surface here. This is really nuts. And at that point, we're still like several miles offshore too, which is craziness. For these Spetsnaz or whoever we're inserting. The KGB or the GRU. Okay, silent. That's because he's going into my baffles. You can see him on the toad, though. Hello, good sir. You're making quite a lot of noise. Master, so he's already crossed over. That's their true contact now. Master 1. I remember I changed my TMA to F7 so I wouldn't die of an aneurysm from that. I don't know. The course could be slightly incorrect, too. It seems pretty good. An hour. Yeah, if you put that to an hour, that actually looks really good right there. That looks nice. And the civvies are the good ones to practice your solution making on because they're very predictable to get your basics down. They go in a straight line. I don't even know if I'm getting any data from Master 2 anymore. He's long gone. He's history. I'm still getting data from him, though, because he's noisy as hell. Alright. Either a course change or my solution. Ooh, it looks like an incorrect solution here. I had some course changes in here at one point. Oh, wow. Looks like it's actually a little closer than I may have thought. Now look at that. He did line up to about the intersection area there. So enter that bad boy in. So that does change it a decent bit. I'm not sure which one it was before. But now it looks like he's much more able to clear the cape there and not running around or something. Okay, let's take a look at our... Okay, hello. That is something of interest. That is something of interest as well.
Control
I don't know if we've seen that
New
before.
contact. Bearing 07.
So we got that solution for that
Designated
master
Sierra
contact go, and we can just
10.
let that
Control acoustics.
chill.
New contact. Bearing 1.
We're just gonna let that go. We don't have to, so that's that guy, I think.
1.
No, that's not really looking symmetrical as a reciprocal there. I don't know. But I think it is. What's the bearing on that? 211? That's him then. So Sierra 10 and Sierra 11 are now targets of note. Oh, hello. Okay, that's most assuredly not a Los Angeles. Is that a 160? It is a 160. It's like a 15. No, that's a 1. That is for sure a 160. Oh boy. 60, 160. Can never be anything good. Well, it can be a civvy. Or it can also be a Tycon. Let's do a quick little course change here. See which one we're really... Sierra 9 I'm fairly certain is the reciprocal to Master 2. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop Sierra 9 then. And let's do a little turn here.
Rudder right, steer course 003.
Figure out Sierra 10 or Sierra 11 is the real contact here. Sierra 11 most assuredly false, so that may very well be our SAG. Resume waypoint follow. Okay, and you don't have to work in this game. They don't model funky toad behavior. Oh, there's another one. No, it's just the reciprocal of that guy down there. Don't worry about that. And this is just this guy starting to move away. But that's a good solution. That's a firing solution. Hit that guy dead eye every time. My friend Ben has reminded me that in this LP I should be at snap ready at all times. Don't have to worry about it too much in this mission, but in the future I will keep several external tubes with squalls, and I'll keep them flooded and equalized and trained on potential hostile targets, ready to fire at a moment's notice. Because the great thing about the squall is that it'll just run down a bearing, and once it gets close to something, it'll blow up. You don't have to worry about range or any of that crap. And since it's so fast, you know, it's almost guaranteed to get some splash damage, like against me and Frozen Typhoon in the Seawolf campaign. What was that, 2 torpedoes that gave me like 30-some damage or something? So that's some good stuff there. Some squalls. And I also have Stallions and SSN 27 ASMs. So we can also rain down some hell on people from far away. So I'll have to remember that in the future. I need a good loadout of squalls, SSN 27 ASM, ASWs, excuse me. I think I said ASM, and then some Stallions. Stallions I like better because you can launch them from super deep. And then, of course, you can use 65 centimeters ASW in this game. It's the Mark 48's counterpart in this. But yeah, those are some tricks of the trade for the Akula. Make sure you use your rocket torps and torpedo carrying missiles. I've always had a hard time distinguishing between those two. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of time lapse here before I go ahead and wrap this bad boy up. So now that's saying Tycon for sure. I'm only seeing 2 frequencies on it, but we have them there classified. Probably too faint still for the Toad. Toad doesn't even have that good of a acuity on it right now. Seeing that guy good on the cylindrical. Cylindrical is looking nice. Toad's looking meh. Alright, but I'm going to stop here. Thanks for watching, everyone. This one's gotten a little exciting. Giving myself something to do here. So that guy's slowly disappearing, but we're still hearing them. That's how loud those damn things are. Master 2 we're going to be hearing for a while, and then we got our potential SAG showing up here. And I don't know why that thing has such a hard time with it. It's like, just look at the frequency and just classify it, man. It's probably our SAG. I think they transit a lot further east of here. We moved in pretty well. We were on schedule for the 2155 drop off still, so I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. See ya.